After this vicious ambush in the backstage area from our women's champion Violet, we are now for challenger, supposed challenger Toni Storm can make it to the Royal Rumble, and Toni Storm brought to the hospital. Hopefully she can recover as quick as possible, and our best wishes to Toni Storm. Anyways, what we do know, however, is that because of Roddy's sending our world champion Roddy Strong sending his supposed to be opponent Ilya Dragunov to the hospital last week, well, Roddy put himself into trouble, and especially after perhaps requesting or ordering his teammate Kyle O'Reilly to ambush and Cameron Grimes, which resulted into Cameron Grimes missing the Royal Rumble out earlier tonight, and well, that we found out earlier tonight. So the board of directors said if any other of Roddy's challengers, Jordan Devlin or Walter, get attacked or ambushed by anybody, Roddy will immediately get stripped out of his NXT UK Championship. So there will be a title match, and not just that, but because of Roddy's perhaps ordering from Kyle O'Reilly to ambushing Cameron Grimes backstage after Kyle O'Reilly lost to Cameron earlier tonight. Because of that, it's not just a super sweat match for our champion Roddy Strong against Jordan Devlin and Walter, but it's also in the steel cage. So Roddy put himself into trouble, and well, we'll find out how this will result this Sunday at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. As I even smashed my water bottle because I'm so upset about Roddy's antics as supposed to be our champion, but what do you expect from him? And now let's see how this main event will go forward between him and Jordan Devlin to close up our show here tonight. But don't forget, in a couple of days, if you're interested, check out SmackDown if you want to, and then we have the Royal Rumble. So huge news coming up next in the Royal Rumble and the RealUniverse. And don't forget to also, if you want to enjoy the if you enjoy those matches, if you enjoy the stories, if you enjoy the drama, check out the playlist to see all the action that you may or may not miss. So if you want to do that, you can do it in a playlist of the entire RealUniverse.
Making his way to the ring from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 180 pounds. He is the Irish Ace, Jordan Devlin.
I'm pretty sure that Roddy Strong thought about attacking JD even before the entrance, but if he does so, he gets stripped off of his world title immediately, so that's maybe why JD can have his entrance. Jordan Devlin, the Irish Ace, a former champion of the Cruiserweight division, and now he wants to become NXT UK champion again. Yeah, he has a big ego, but he's also he's also loved by the audience because of his fighting nature, of his fair fighting nature. Now let's see if Roddy can deliver a fair fight against JD, even though he might have his best friend, his teammate Kyle O'Reilly by his side. As there comes our champion, as JD seems to be ready, but will be ready for the steel cage super sweat match this Sunday. The Messiah of the Backbreaker, Roddy Strong, our champion. Tough news for him, but it's what he deserves because of his antics.
From Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 200 pounds, the NXT UK champion, Roderick Strong.
So Roderick Strong, after attacking his challengers, Ilya Dragunov, who's been brought to the hospital because of this brutal, violent nature of it and left unconsciousness. Roddy doesn't have to worry about facing Ilya this Sunday, but he has to worry now to compete in the super sweat match against Walter and Jordan Devlin inside the steel cage because of Kyle O'Reilly's ambush on Cameron Grimes, which results in Cameron Grimes being brought to the hospital and missing out on the Royal Rumble pay-per-view event this Sunday. So yeah, not just a super sweat match now, it's inside the cage. So Roddy, with his attitude, he should control himself. He should calm himself down and stop with his cowardly behavior, cowardly attacks. He's been chanting NXT UK, and hopefully we will see a great main event tonight. But I'm thinking that both of them, these men, despite Roddy's attitude, are capable of it. As JD, I was sending Roddy against the official, allowing JD to take advantage in the early goals with a huge backbreaker springboard. into huge splashes. Was in the cover, will this be enough though? Only a 1. As now Kyle O'Reilly with the distractions, lots of doctors only say that Roddy can ambush or assault anybody, but they didn't say about cheating. So got into the back of the head there from Roddy to JD after taking advantage of the numbers game, of the distraction from O'Reilly, who lost early tonight to Cameron Grimes, but then attacked him in the backstage area by perhaps orders of Roddy Strong. Huge brainbuster there from Roddy on JD. And now from our world champion, who got the title of the Incredible Mass Man, with much help of Kyle O'Reilly. And also he won a ladder match to become champion, so yeah. Not a great way of putting himself over, but look at the strikes there from JD. But Roddy got another singles title name after becoming Cruiserweight champion, so what is about is Kyle White will go for distraction, JD instead go for the win, but too early to put our world champion away. Despite his antics. Very good inside the ring, huge uppercut there from Roddy, who had JD there, but so is JD. Also after reverse huge suplex there, Roddy goes to the outside. They counted up, but Roddy back up on the apron as JD. Waiting, but Roddy missing. He's in his harm's way, but Romero special from JD as Kyle tried to distract the official, but it didn't work out. O'Reilly's distraction didn't matter as much as look at this. Strong into harm's way. Will he tap out? Will a world champion tap out to this? Nope. He survived, but barely survived, but the damage might have already been done. Huge kick and strikes from Roddy. Despite the painful landing just a couple of moments ago. Completely missed. Hopefully our champion is alright. Or springboard into DDT from JD. Distraction from O'Reilly there on Devlin, but it didn't work out. But the running STO does though. Huge punch, nope. JD with the reversal. Standing Spanish fly on Roddy. As O'Reilly tried to distract JD one more time, but yet again it doesn't pay off. As the ROH is so focused on our champion. As the ref got distracted, JD goes for the cover, but the ref got distracted by O'Reilly again. Come on, eject him already, ref. Which punches and kick from JD to our champion though. As Roddy cowardly goes to the outside, but back inside the ring. Avoiding JD on all costs. Kicks and strike from Roddy. Backbreaker to the dislike of the entire audience. And everybody watching at home. Huge knee, but nope. JD sidestepped. Lifting Roddy up, but Roddy with the jump, with the reverse German, with the back jump suplex there to reversing it. It's painfully waste for the tug of war there, but Roddy winning it with the STO. Which dropkick, but if it wasn't for Kyle O'Reilly, this match could have already been over, and JD already picking up a huge win over our champion. Huge strikes from Roddy. Won this rivalry with the Maskman by winning the title last month in a ladder match, with resulting to Maskman also get drafted to NXT. Huge short attack, but it's the devil inside. JD can win it, but Kyle O'Reilly yet again distracting the official in the cover though. 1, 2, 3. I think JD won it, but I think Roddy has his hands on the ropes. Can we take a closer look on this? No, officially, obviously we can't, but JD won it though. But I would like to see a replay of this, because I'm not sure, but I think I saw the hand of Roddy on the ropes when the rope was at 2, so maybe, well, was a mistake but made by our official. But anyways, it's the end of our main event for tonight. But don't forget, we have SmackDown coming up and the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, where it will be JD versus Walter versus Roderick Strong for our NXT UK Championship at the Royal Rumble this Sunday. And also will be if Toni Storm can make it to the Royal Rumble, it will be our Women's Champion Violet against Toni Storm for Violet's title. And also it might have been Swerve have to defend the title against Andy this Sunday. So yeah, there's huge matches coming up for us. And don't forget the Mates Royal Rumble, where we have our European Champion Swerve involved, and yeah, as much as many other men who try to become the one who will main event WrestleMania. And also the women's are almost completely full, but there are some free spots, and maybe at SmackDown we will have the final qualifier matches for the Women's Royal Rumble, and can't wait for that, and can't wait for our show next week after we found out who won the Royal Rumble and what our guys did at the Royal Rumble. So I hope you are excited as you are, and don't forget to check out SmackDown in a couple of days, and also hope you don't forget to check out the Royal Rumble match, which will be in a couple of days after SmackDown. So yeah, hope you stay tuned, and we hope you enjoyed, and if you do so, don't forget to check out what you may or may not have missed in the playlist of the entire, where you see all the action which taken place in the past of the RealUniverse and all upcoming matches as well.